there. Happy April 1st, everybody, and we are back to Fantasy Football 2024. Today, we got a really exciting episode. We're going to reveal the first overall pick for Fantasy Football 2024. Who should you be picking up first overall? Is it a running back? Is it a wide receiver? Oh, we've crunched the numbers. We've done the research. We've been working very, very hard here for you. And we're going to tell you who the first overall pick is for Fantasy Football 2024. And it's been so hard to figure this out. I mean, we've been spending hours upon hours just trying to figure it out and crunching numbers and looking at analytics and running the algorithms. And man, is it a challenge. So we've got that answer here for you. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys do subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and we are ready to help you guys win with our rankings this year. So guys, super exciting stuff here on this channel where we follow the herd, but we're not part of the herd. All right, guys? And where we don't hold ourselves accountable, because that's not important as well. Make sure you edit that out. All right, so let's get into this, okay? So we are talking about the first overall pick. Now, what does it take to be a first overall pick? Well, here with our standards, not very much. We want to make sure that you finished on top last year. If you finished on top last year, there's a high probability you won't finish on top last year, again this year, but we're going to put you on top anyway. The reason that we do this, guys, make sure you edit this out, right? This is for training purposes anyway, right? For the new staff? Okay, make sure you edit this out. All right, this is a training video. All right, so the main reason we do this is because we don't want to be held accountable. And being held accountable is embarrassing to our reputation. So the safest way to go about coming up with rankings and projecting who's going to be first overall is simply taking last year's top finisher and putting him on top again this year. Now, again, the probability of them finishing on top is very unlikely. You know, declines happen, things happen, regression happens, yet we still do this because it's the safest way to go. Now, there's other people out there in the industry that claim they have the lion mentality and all that. But what do lions do all day anyway? They sleep, don't they? And while the lions sleep, the sheep come out to play, and we all get together and we come up with this formula. And it's simply just a matter of copying and pasting. So if you have any doubt on who to draft first overall, take a look at last year's top finishers. Now, I know we failed time and time again. I remember that one year where Michael Thomas was on top and we told you to do that. It messed up. At the time Cooper Kupp was on top and he didn't finish on top the year after, we messed up there again. And last year's Austin Eckler on top, messed up again, didn't finish on top. But hey, besides the fact, that's not here nor there. The past is the past. If you keep looking in the rearview mirror, you're going to crash, right? We don't look in the rearview mirror here. We just project forward. And by doing so, we make sure that you guys are safe, because we all care about is safety here. Okay? Because when you're with the sheep, you're in that huddle with the sheep, it's nice and safe. So without further ado, now that we've given you the technical analysis here, let's go over who the first overall pick is for Fantasy Football 2024, right? It's very simple. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now, hold on. Let me explain why. It's not even the fact that he's turning 30 years old. We're not concerned about that. We're not concerned about Super Bowl hangovers. You know, Cooper Kupp was an example of that, him failing after a Super Bowl hangover. We're not concerned about that. What we care about, guys, is he finished on top last year, and you must draft him. Now, there is a note. I heard somebody say that the last time a running back finished on top 2 years in a row was Priest Holmes, 2002, 2003. Now, you can say it's a rare anomaly. I say that he's almost overdue. So the probability of it happening is very rare that CMC finishes on top again. But you could also say that he's overdue. The talent is there. The opportunity is there. The volume's going to be there. It's the 49ers, of course. They're a great offense, right? So when you look at the scenario, there is no outside the box thinking. It's a clear-cut tunnel vision to Christian McCaffrey. Now you're saying, well, Joe, what about CeeDee Lamb? That's a great debate. Now, CeeDee Lamb had his pinnacle year past 4 years, his best year in 4 years. Is he going to finish on top again? Hey, you got the Cowboys hat in the back to prove it. Absolutely. I have zero doubt in my mind that Christian McCaffrey will finish on top yet again at his position, and so will, of course, CeeDee Lamb. So I'm okay with you guys taking these guys at first and second or vice versa, and I don't want you to look anywhere else. Clear-cut these are the guys to take, okay? Very, very simple. I mean, it's not that hard. And hey, if you don't believe me, follow every other podcast, because every other podcast will tell you the exact same thing. Why? Because we care about you. Why? Because we want you to feel safe. Why? Because we love you. Okay? That's all. It's all what it's about, guys. It's all what it's about. It's about just caring about your feelings and making sure you guys are going to win your leagues. Because again, if you just think outside the box and stray away from our herd, we won't make any money this year, right? You won't buy our draft kits and get our rankings and watch our 4-letter network BS and our fluffy podcast. You know, what's the fun in that if we're honest with you and we're wrong, right? So at the end of the day, guys, copying and pasting is the way to go. Christian McCaffrey, first overall. We don't care about the age or the fact that he can't do this again 2 years in a row, how rare it is, and the fact that it's a Super Bowl hangover, and the fact that all these other variables, all we care about is playing it safe for you. All right, guys? So there you go. It's that simple. That's simple. I mean, I don't think there's even a reason you should watch this channel anymore, because all we're going to do is tell you last year's top finishers and put them in the same order. There's a couple exceptions. I mean, last year we were wrong about Sam Laporta. He was completely off our radar. But hey, this year we're just going to put him on top because he finished on top. We're just going to forget about everybody else last year. We're going to forget about Cooper Kupp being in the first round, or Tony Pollard being in the first round, or Higgins being in the second round, or J.K. Dobbins being in the fourth round, or Dalvin Cook being a top 12 running back. We're going to forget about all that. Guys, it's like, have you ever seen Men in Black, that movie? I think it's been so long, but don't they like flash you with something and you forget all your memory? We need one of those. Can we get one of those devices? That's what we basically do, but we don't talk about it, okay? Everything that happened last year, paste it over, done deal. Your first overall pick is Christian McCaffrey. Zero thought process. Don't overthink it. You don't want paralysis over analysis. That's our motto, okay? Follow the herd, copy and paste, away you go. And hey, don't worry about it. That's it. All right, guys, make sure you guys are subscribed. We'll talk soon.